Going on with your peeps? Been a minute. Been a long minute. Hey, I hope y'all been good. I hope y'all been active. I hope y'all been healthy. Today we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna drop y'all, a gem that I think a lot of people actually can use right now. And like the title say, how to collapse your current reality into the one you desire. And I think a lot of people kind of miss that window of opportunity a lot, unconsciously, not knowing certain things is kind of that's blocking that potential, that experience, something that you were born to you was that was your inheritance anyway. That's for you to experience. Before we get into all of that, y'all know how I get winded sometimes because I'm passionate about this thing. I always got to drop that disclaimer. I'm not trying to convert anybody to anything. These are my beliefs, some experiences, and knowledge that's been passed down to me from other people that I looked up to. So take it how you want it. Take it, the positive, the good from it. Run with it. Whatever that you don't like, whatever that doesn't resonate, throw that shit out the window. And I want to say first and foremost, y'all, go out in nature, man. I love that shit. I just got back from a walk. It's one of my favorite trails I go on. That nature brings some healing to you because that's all it is. It brings a lot of, healing energy to you. Nature, it takes you away, your frequency away from stuff that's been bombarded, that's been cluttered. You know what I'm saying? When you get to see nature, being around nature, being around the energy, is very spiritual. It's very natural. It's very soothing. It helps you understand the natural flow of things. It kind of forces you to be as natural as you can be when you're in nature because everything is natural around you. You know what I'm saying? Get that energy. Get that healing. Let nature take care of you. All right? Find your, a nearby trail, a forest or something that's really good for you. All right? But with that said, I want to get right into this thing, man, because it's so important right now, and a lot of people are needing this, type of, conversation. And when I say your reality, I'm not talking about something, thinking about being in La La Land all day long and, asking for 1,000 prayers and hoping and dreaming. Whatever you're going to experience, you're supposed to experience. Like I said, that's something that's inherited by you, naturally, spiritually. But whether you're going to experience it, the nature you experience is based on the nature of who you are. So where's your thoughts? What's your mentality? What are you doing? It's little tricks to the trade, man. Something simple as you look at your reality, you look at your financial situation, and you look at where you want to be. Your certain house, like certain cars or something like that you want, or love life. Where are you at mentally? What are you thinking about every day to help clear the path from all that? Are you cluttered? Are you thinking about what you don't have versus what you desire? You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. We like to trick ourselves sometimes, and then we scream to the heavens, "Oh, we're not getting what we want." Or you're blocking your own self, and it's simple things, man. A lot of times it ain't what curses people putting on you, or you ain't too good enough, or God don't like you, or the universe punish you. It's nothing like that. You have more power than you realize, and it's the simplicity of things. So I'm not gonna give you this guru, super cosmic, ingredients to this thing. Is really simple, but it starts with the basis of things, of who you are. You go to work every day. Say you work a 9 to 5. So you're a business person. What kind of conversations are you entertaining with people? What kind of mentality you have right when you wake up going to work? Am I going to work saying, damn, this is going to be some bullshit? That's what you're going to get. I'm not saying, be strict on yourself. I'm not saying being delusional and, not being realistic, because you're surrounded around things that you can't control. But you can control what you can control. You see what I'm saying? Once you start doing that, it's an exercise. Build up to it. Once you start doing that, the reality around you starts shifting in your favor, and people start treating you the way you treat yourself. It's like a subtle natural demand. because you're not entertaining what they're entertaining. You're not entertaining the gossip in your family. You're not entertaining, arguments that your spouse or your significant other is trying to provoke you to do. You see what I'm saying? You're not entertaining, clingy people. Go within yourself. Every day. It's an everyday thing. So when I say collapse of reality, if you're thinking about you want a certain house, you want to move to a dream place, think about that dream place. Think about that house. Every day. Operate in your own house how you operate in that house. Details. See that house. The counters, the refrigerator, the couches, the furniture, everything that you want. Ooh, shit. Everything that you want. See yourself in that light. Act like you already have it. I promise you that's so important. Because what you're doing is you're telling the universe, you're rearranging everything that you want, and the universe has to abide by that. The universe going to operate the way you operate. It's a self-reflection of who you are. That's my perspective on the universe. You see what I'm saying? You ever notice why you got some of the most psychotic people out there that go out there and do all the crazy shit in the world, and some of the most shrewd businessmen and women, and they get what they want? Like, damn, man, them motherfuckers are shrewd. They some snakes, because they don't think about what they're lacking. They think about what they want and what they desire. They're going straight forward. And the universe gives them that. Now, karma, whatever they do, the nature of what they do, that's a whole different subject. I'm saying how the energy, the things of energy, how it flows, how the universe flows. The universe is not here to punish you. It's not here to judge you. It's not here to monitor you. It's a self-reflection of who you are. That's it. It's a helpmate. So how you act, that's what you're going to get externally from the universe. Your job is to do what you do internally. And the universe does what it does for you externally. You see what I'm saying? So if you're thinking about the house that you're in, you're thinking about, I'm worried about all these bills, I'm worried about this and that, you stay in worrying and anxiety and full of tension, and you hate the couch that you got, and I can't wait, my new house. You're blocking that flow of things that can flow to you that matches your desire, because it's on the right frequency. You're not on the right frequency when you're tense, when you're mad, when you're frustrated, when you're irritated. You see what I'm saying? The universe is not trying to withhold things. It can't bring you certain things by law. You see what I'm saying? It acts on you. Same thing with a significant other. Now we can go on about, have you done the shadow work? Have you dealt with your demons or past traumas that's unfair or fair to your spouse or potential spouse or significant other, or vice versa? That's the basis of things. This is more so how you see a relationship. What do you expect in a relationship? Are you getting in detail? Okay, this is what I desire from this person. I don't desire this person. I desire this person to be confident in their skill set. I desire this person to be a great communicator. I desire this person to have things in common with me, vice versa. When you go to a buffet, you're not just getting one thing, right? It's called a buffet for a reason. So treat everything that you want like a buffet. You know what I'm saying? If you go and just get a piece of chicken, that's all you're going to get. But the buffet is there for you to get. Put some rice on there, some mashed potatoes, some cornbread, collard greens, all that shit. It's a certain process how you do certain things. And it's very simple. Relationship. Put down what you desire from this person. And have to exercise daily. Certain job or business or your dream home. Act like you live in those places. The car that you have currently, act like you have the car that you desire. You know what I'm saying? Now to the detail. Furnitures. This is what I want, still, refrigerator, this type of refrigerator. Act like you already have that stuff. When you have your mind, it's not being in la la land. It's not being delusional. You see what I'm saying? There's different levels of actions. We think just taking action is just external. That's very important too. But the first action is an internal action. You can go out there and grind and work and have 4 or 5 damn jobs, or have one of the best jobs in the world, but can get tired mentally. Be so distracted that you don't have time for exercises like this. You see what I'm saying? So be fair to yourself. Take a whole different approach. Declutter that energy, your mind. Let the light shine in. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is decluttering a lot of things, and you're making space for a lot of things. Also, too, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up with this right here, and this is very important. A lot of people don't really touch on. A lot of people are scared to experience or go through. A lot of times when you are seeking elevation or the stage of abundance in your life, whether it's financial abundance, it's all kinds of abundance, social abundance, domestic abundance, all this stuff, you're going to have to go through a transition to be fit for that. And a lot of times things are taken from you. You think there is a punishment, but it's not. It's the universe rearranging things for you. You're like, damn, I lost my job. Damn, I lost this relationship. Oh, damn, my car, man, I got a wreck, and this, blah, blah, blah. No, a lot of things is those energies that was a part of you for a long time. That was the old version of who you were. So the universe is just rearranging things. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean you sit there and just let it all burn. It is a demolition, don't get me wrong. But be active. Do things to counter that, to let it go easier and smoother for you, and more understandable for you, and more acceptable. You have more of appreciation. See, a lot of people be at the twist of their thing. Oh man, I'm going through this demolition. It's taking everything from me. I got to sit here and cry. No, you don't. It ain't that deep. I promise you it's not. Be active. Do things that you desire. That speeds up the process even more for things that you want. But you going through that transition, a lot of things are stripped from you. It could be the community, your family members, people that you outgrow. It just don't feel the same no more. And the most dangerous things you can do is try to go back to that. When the universe is saying, hey, I'm sending you winks. I'm sending you all these things to let you know that you're on the right path. These opportunities, whether they're subtle, whether they're major, they're coming towards you. Take that leap. And those opportunities are important. It could be an email. It could be some subtle conversation you have with a person. Something you can, these confirmations to let you know that you're on the right path. Listen to it. Take a breath. Listen to it. Don't be scared. Don't overlook it. Don't underestimate it. It's to be humble and aware as much as possible for all the details when you're going through that transition of abundance. We think when transition to abundance, we think it's all, the sky parts and we see a heavenly light. All righty then, you floating into abundance. No, it's not like that. You're transitioning from the old self, the old you, the old version of you that's been around for a minute. So that's all you know. Have grace on yourself, because that's all you know. You see what I'm saying? Don't put yourself through a boot camp. But when you start, it's a process. Some people it take weeks, it take years. Some people it take a few days. Some people it take months. It's a lot about your actions. So you going through that transition, it's like a snake shedding its skin. Try not to hold on to the old version of who you are. Now, don't get me wrong. Let it be a process. You see what I'm saying? Take your time with it. Have grace with yourself. That's very important. Because you be too strict on yourself, you'll call it collapse, and it'll be a reloop. You have to do it all over again. It's like a video game. You see what I'm saying? Transition. That community you outgrown, you just can't stomach it. Transition. Trust the transition through that community. If it's a relationship you outgrown, be thankful for it and transition on. If it's a car that you just need, another car, transition on. Let that demolition happen. Let it be a soft fire, warm fire though. Not something that scalds you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times people, they want to go back, man, my business ain't doing good and this and that. It's like, okay, you willing to go back to that 9 to 5 that you had, that you hated for 7 years, 10 years? That's one of the worst things you can do. You see what I'm saying? If you're not getting what you're wanting during the transition, then it's something that you're doing that's blocking that. Now that's not putting no judgment. It's not being hard on you or your. Not, don't do that, because it's all a process. It's a learning experience. It's just taking time to yourself, having an awareness, and asking for help. Like, universe, what is it that I'm doing that I'm not doing? I'm doing too much of. How am I blocking myself? What is this? When you genuinely come from that place, it'll start revealing itself to you. And it take them baby steps. Work it out. I promise you to blow your mind. But declutter your mind. That's very important. Don't go back to the old you. Let the old you, the beautiful thing about the old you is that it was a version of you, right? You got that experience and that knowledge of that version of who you were and those realities. A lot of times we have these soul contracts with certain people. Believe it or not, people at workplaces or relationships or family members that say, you know what, I'm gonna be on this you know, I'm gonna help this person through some bullshit that I'm gonna provide for them. Sound crazy, right? But there's a whole lot more ancient and deeper and spiritual than we realize. I'm coming from my own perspective now. Take whatever you want from it. I'm giving you certain reasons why people have these question marks. So it's like, damn, I'm never getting the answers why this shit happened to you. A lot of times we have soul contracts that we do with people and things, and vice versa. You fulfill those contracts. It could be a relationship you thought you was going to be with that person for a lifetime, but y'all was together for 5 years, 10 years. That contract is fulfilled. That doesn't mean you got to take that person to the next level where you are. You outgrow each other for a certain reason. You see what I'm saying? A certain workplace or a certain business or family. It's so hard for people because the human mentality is being attached to something. It's the ego. You invest so much energy, emotions in something. So you think it's your right to, hey, you know what, this is what's happening. Where it works different from that. Universe, the word university came from universe. You're here to learn. But when you graduate high school, you graduate college, you don't graduate, college and you have a bachelor's degree and master's degree and go back to the 12th grade. Same thing with the old version of you. You don't graduate to the new version of you to go back to the old version of you. You can appreciate the old version of you, most definitely. The knowledge, the experience, everything. The good, the bad, the in between, because it helps you get to the person that you are. But a lot of people, sadly, they stay in the old version of who they are, and they never excel to that abundant version of who they are that's waiting for them. All that stuff is waiting for them on the other side. So it starts with your mind. All right? Declutter. Replace the realities that you're not desiring to realities that you do desire by thinking about them. Acting like you already have it. Act like you already had that car. Even though that you're in a car you still don't want. Act like you already had that car. Have a positive mentality. You start attracting stuff like that. That person in your life, that is significant other. Act like you have it. Walk like it. Talk like it. Make eye contact like it. The workplace, the dream place you want to live. Act like you. If you're in a ring-a-ding apartment you want to be in, you know you're not going to be there forever. You might got 3 or 4 months on a lease, or 1 more year, you're going to be gone. So act like you have it up until that point. You see what I'm saying? It smooths things out. You collapse that reality that you desire in place of the one you don't. It makes things flow to you more faster. You attract things more naturally. You become like a magnet. But if you stay in that depressed, that tense mode, you're slowing the process, and sometimes it never happens. You know what I'm saying? Another thing about waiting, y'all. See, a lot of people get it twisted with the waiting thing. That's detriment to a lot of people because a lot of people use waiting from a literal standpoint of view because they treat the spirit world like the physical world a lot. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait before I answer. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait for my miracle. There's a season for everything. But understand that the physical world and the spiritual world is two different. The times are different. You don't wait for anything like that. The universe, you don't even wait for the universe. You trust the universe. You put your demands, your desires, what you want, what you desire, and let it be. And let the universe do its thing. It's like an example I gave in the previous video. You put clothes in a laundry in a washing machine, right? You don't sit there with arms folded, waiting for the clothes to be done, being clean. You take 30 minutes to an hour. No, you naturally go and get on your phone and you go watch a movie or whatever. You might go to the stove, take a nap. You trust it's going to be washed. You get up and you put it in the dryer. Same thing with the universe. You have a desire. This is what I want. This is what I desire. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to do what I do and let that happen. But if you sit there and you wait, I'm going to sit in my house. I'm going to just wait for 3 months for everything to happen. No, you're blocking things. Sometimes it never comes. And if it does, it's going to be very delayed because you haven't taken the proper actions to move those energies around for the universe to do what it needs to do. You're blocking the universe when you don't take action. Now, I'm not saying take action like, I got to go out there and do more. No, taking action is just simple as just living, man. And working on little bit of things you need to work on for yourself. So I definitely wanted to break that down because a lot of times people get caught up with other people's circumstances and I got to do this, I got to do that. It's like, no, a lot of times people don't get this abundance because they lack the knowledge of the simplicity of things. That's it. And we all have been a part of it. All right? Don't wait. Take action. Disengage. Trust the demolition as you transition. You might be going through it right now. Don't know what the hell's going on. Might be having nights where you cry. You like, I feel alone. I promise you, y'all. I know it doesn't feel right. You feel lonely. You feel isolated. But it's necessary because everything's being rearranged for you. And on the other side of that is something that will blow your mind. Not only for the season, but for the rest of your life. Let the transition happen, but don't do it alone. I recommend that you find videos that's similar to this or similar to what you're going through, that resonates with you. Because we're at a time now where we're in information where there's communication where people can really get that help just simply by going online and using the internet for what it can be used for in a positive sense. All right? Because a lot of things you're not going to know what's going on. But getting that clarity, things that resonate, it helps you in the process. Anyway, it was going to be a short video, but y'all know how I get, boy. I get spitting bars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, love y'all. Y'all be easy. Take your ass out and be with nature for a while. Find your trail, a trail to walk, man, and go into a wooden area or whatever. Go to some water. Let that soothe your spirit. All right? Until next time, y'all be easy. Y'all stay up. Love y'all. And trust the process. Shaya.